You're about to spend years on a career you're not sure about and hope that it works out. If you're a recent grad, this experiment could cost you over $100,000. If you're already working, you could miss out on a much better opportunity by staying put. Either way, you're declaring a major in something you think you want, or you're declaring the next decade of your life to a career that you didn't choose, but more or less fell into. But here's the question nobody's asking you. Is it better to blaze forward, or is it better to pause and take a beat? I'm about to make a bulletproof case for taking a pause. Whether you're choosing your next steps after graduation, declaring a major, or changing lanes in your professional career, this simple pause could be the catalyst to success that you never saw coming. And as we go through these 3 things that I'm about to share with you, number 3 blew me away with how it related to my professional career. Hi, I'm Jason Ward, photographer, educator, real estate developer, and author of the book, Find Your Gold Thread. And I'm on a mission to help 1 million people find their true calling. And I hope you're one of them. I get it. We all want financial security. Taking a pause right now seems so counterintuitive because the world tells us we have to hit the ground running, not waste any time, and make something happen for ourselves, right? I thought the same thing. We also want to broadcast to the world that we're successful. Even before we earn that 6-figure income, we want people to see that we're on course to get there. Walking around my college campus, I had to answer the same question every time I met someone new. Hey, what's your major? Art. The look on their face always telegraphed the same expression of shock and concern. Like I had just told them I'm putting all of my chips on really long odds with almost no chance of success. While they're telling me I'm pre-law, I'm a biology major, engineering, I'm pre-med, something that had tangible income associated with it. But art? Seriously? Sometimes they couldn't even contain it, and they would say things to me like, "Oh, so what are you going to do if this art thing doesn't work out? What are you going to fall back on?" It was humiliating, and I caved. I was on an art scholarship, so I couldn't exactly change majors or I would lose all my money for college. I had to major in art. So I started looking at avenues inside art that would give me that tangible income that everybody else seemed to have on their horizon. I found advertising. If I majored in graphic design and I became an art director, a junior art director at an ad agency, yeah, that's what I'll do. It wasn't really the right path for me, but I didn't even blink. I jumped in with both feet and I started telling people, I'm going to be an art director at an ad agency. Suddenly, I had something that sounded respectable, certainly better than starving artist. That was the exact moment when I should have given myself permission to take a pause. Sure, they pressured me to declare a major right away, but I stayed with graphic design because every other discipline felt like it was one step away from being that starving artist. But I should have taken more electives, and I should have insisted on leaving that major undeclared for just a little bit longer. I probably would have landed on photography. Now, God opened that door for me and took me back to that path anyway, but only after years of going the wrong direction. So let me introduce what I call the pause principle. It doesn't have to take long, it doesn't have to cost you a whole year, but before you make your next career move, ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, is this opportunity I'm chasing aligned with my gifting, or am I doing it out of fear? 2, what would I do, or would I continue doing this if money or status wasn't the motive? And 3, is this the direction God would have me go if I was listening to Him? Now that third one's tough because God might nudge you in a direction that doesn't immediately align with that 6-figure income that you're chasing. Oh no, right? So here's the hard evidence. Number 1, a career pause could help you avoid a misalignment that could cost you real money. People who jump into a career or stay in one that doesn't align with God's calling actually earn less over a lifetime. Working outside of your strengths and abilities, your skills, your interests, outside of what you were actually meant to do, carries real financial consequences. Studies show that individuals in jobs that match their personalities can earn a full month's salary each year more than those who are misaligned. They're more likely to earn raises and get promotions, and then they're first in line for awesome career opportunities later. I understand, you want to shine somewhere. For me, doing portraits and my photography later on opened countless doors for me. But advertising did not really come that easily for me. In grad school, I was at kind of the bottom of my class, and I've been spinning my wheels ever since. And I've been doing this career for over 20 years now, and I'm still doing it. But when I really come alive is when I have that camera in my hands on my photography assignments. Number 2, a pause helps you discover opportunities that you may otherwise have tuned out. If you blaze forward on the first opportunity that strikes your fancy, you could miss a wide open door to something better. The data behind a gap year is irrefutable. Taking a temporary pause, whether a sabbatical, career break, a gap year, or intentional time between jobs, it often serves as a catalyst for discovering opportunities that rigid stay-the-course paths rarely reveal. These breaks create space for self-reflection, networking, skill building, and just exploring new things. In a study linked to Harvard Business School, 86% of professionals who took a career break reported higher job satisfaction when they came back, and 76% of those got promotions within 2 years of taking that break. A similar Stanford study revealed that breaks are linked to a 68% reduction in burnout. And if you're a young person, you won't believe how much you'll learn and grow in that one gap year. You'll be a totally different person in 12 months, and you'll be able to make a much better decision on your career going forward. And if you're a career professional, taking a step back or a little sabbatical, even if it's a short one, can help you get a better perspective on where you've been spinning your wheels. You can find a new lane where you can really shine on the next chapter of your career. And number 3, a pause can bring you wild success that you never saw coming and open doors for you that you never dreamed of. I took a pause during my own midlife crisis, and I realigned my work with God's purpose for my life. I stopped chasing the next notch of my advertising career, and I leaned in on my art. I produced it. I got into doing landscape photography, and God used that to open doors I never saw coming. Landscape photography opened the door for me to build and sell multiple properties, to pay myself out of debt, and to invest in even more properties. The highest income earning years of my life came from that little pause where I took time to realign my work with God's purpose. I stopped trying to constantly prove my title of creative director and just focused on being a guy with a camera. No pun intended. But I was far from a starving artist. My landscape photos started being featured in magazines, and a couple of them ended up on the cover. My art skills came into play as I designed and built these experiences for people at luxury, short-term rental properties. My art helped me come alive in my 40s. These properties I worked on were really successful. They got national attention and amazing reviews, and they commanded a huge price tag when we went to sell a couple of them too. My art and the way that I started using it afforded me the opportunity to pay my family out of debt while I was still in my 40s, all because of that simple pause. Now, I have the perfect Bible verse to go along with this, and it's John 15:16. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last. Don't get this wrong. Jumping into a career outside of God's plan for you will not be successful. you will not bear that fruit that lasts. You'll burn out, you'll spin your wheels, and you'll get stuck. I guarantee it. But if you realign with God, even if it feels like you're going to take a pay cut, go for it, because you will be successful. And remember, God's a whole lot better accountant than you are. When your math ain't mathin', God's got a totally different ledger, and His has a way of just working out. What may not make any sense to you at all or sound absolutely ridiculous can be the thing that makes you most successful, because I've seen it in my own life. So here's your assignment from the professor. Take a 7-day career pause. Before you send out another resume, before you apply for another job, and certainly before you declare a major and risk $100,000 on this thing, do this. Go to jasondward.com and take the Gold Thread Challenge. It's a 12-question quiz. It takes about 5 minutes. But regardless of where you are on your career journey, it will confirm things for you, enlighten you, and open up your eyes on how God can use you in a career that will truly be rewarding. After you take that quiz, simply take the pause. Give yourself permission to take a step back and explore other options and see what's out there. Give yourself permission to dream a little bit. You have time. If there's one thing that I've noticed in reading the Bible, is that God never really seems to be in a hurry. He just takes His time, and we need to learn to do the same thing. And if you want to take a deeper dive into your gold thread, you can get my book. Find Your Gold Thread is now available on Amazon in paperback as well as hardcover, and it's available on Audible. Hey, I'm pulling for you, but it's time for you to go do the work. And this time, doing the work means taking that pause so that you can listen and be receptive to what God's next move for your career is. I'll see you again on the next episode.